Hey guys, I just want to share something with you. I have recorded and re-recorded and re-recorded this video several times, and I have done so for the past 12 hours. And it's very difficult because I'm trying to avoid this incredible onslaught of negativity that has resulted from Prince Harry's charitable endeavor of playing polo to raise money, which if my math is correct, I believe it was $5 million, including $1.5 million of his own personal money that he's pledged from the proceeds of the up-and-coming memoir. So for my own sake, I could have actually presented the material that I've created thus far, but I just don't want to. It's too frustrating. But if you have been on social media at all, whether it's the Twitter or if you've actually seen some of the rags, it has been very, very vicious against the Duke of Sussex. And when you care about someone and that type of nastiness is just in your face, is very painful. And I think you all understand what I mean by that. So I don't want to put that out there. I just, it's done in my style, my way of speak, and even with that, it's not what I want to do right now. So I feel so good about everything that happened with the fundraiser, with Harry having a chat. I mean, I'm really digging the fact that the Duke of Sussex just managed to slip out of Montecito and make it all the way to Aspen, Colorado. And the tabloids were clueless. They were clueless. They had no clue that was happening. So even in spite of how things have become so vicious so that they could cover up, Andrew's things, even though that happened, let's look at this as a positive. Prince Harry has managed to leave his home in Montecito and go to the Aspen, Colorado polo match fundraiser for Sentebale. And they had no clue. They had to play catch up. And by the time these images made it across the airways and the wire, it was all over with. So the best that they could do was to find someone to quickly go to the airport there in Santa Barbara and watch him exit this private jet. So they didn't report about the private jet sooner because they had no clue. So they had to try to figure out, how can we get these images so we can disparage the Duke of Sussex and paint this picture of him being some type of hypocrite when there's image after image and story after story of the royal family consuming more fuel than like a whole city of people. And not everyone is on official business. Some of these things are just for the sake of. And we are supposed to ignore that. So this is why I built this case against the rest of the family, and I just don't want to do that. I'm in a good mood, and I don't want them to kill my buzz. So if you're wondering why I haven't uploaded anything until now, it's because of that. Because we can't let them steal our joy. We're having a good time. We're enjoying the Sussex's growth and evolution here in the U.S., and we can't let them take that away from us. Now, that being said, I intend to remain as vigilant as possible, but just not today. I don't want to have that battle today. But believe me, at a time and place of my choosing, you know how I am. I'm going to name names. I'm going to bring some receipts, which I have plenty, but like I said, I'll share some information in this video, but I'm not going to elaborate on that stuff because I just don't want that right now. Let's talk about Nacho Figueras. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have a partnership like none others. But of course, the Duchess have her sisters, and the Duke of Sussex has his brothers. And most notable, as far as I'm concerned, his one and only true real brother at this time is, of course, Nacho Figueras. Nacho has been like one of the few voices that has stood up to the tabloid press and called people out when they tried to tear down the Duke of Sussex, like that time when someone said, oh, has he not spent enough time before he left his wife's side after giving birth to their child? And Nacho stood up for him. Nacho has been a true friend to the Duke of Sussex, and he's never sold him out. So the fact that they were able to compete, or actually, I think they were on the same team, of course, but sometimes they compete against each other, and sometimes if they're not playing against each other, they're on the same team. But as far as I'm concerned, they're family, and I'm glad for that for the Duke of Sussex, because he has had to sacrifice so much just to be his own person. I mean, he sacrificed a lot, but let's not even think about what he's given up. Look at what he's received because he took a stand, because he made his voice heard, because he decided that he was going to escape the Matrix and try to find the promised land. So he's out there in Montecito with his family, and he still has his friends. And of course, there's the Oracle of Montecito, Oprah Winfrey, who seems to have taken the Duke of Sussex in her care. She's looking over him. She's supporting him. And that gives me a lot of relief. So there's some amazing things going on. So we won't even... Today, I'm just not feeling the negativity. I don't want that. I don't want to receive that right now. And I'm even sitting here right now with a gigantic cup of coffee. And I use the ground coffee. I don't just, I have a grinder, and I, yeah, that's how I usually make my coffee. And of course, I have my clever blend that helps to relax me after the videos. But yeah, let's not, shall we? Let's just enjoy this weekend. Try not to take in too much of this. Get some air. Don't be in panic mode. I keep saying this over and over again. The Sussexes are flipping brilliant, and they have some great people working with them. And most importantly, the reason why they're being so particularly vicious this weekend in the tabloid press is because they have been shut out, and that bothers them. So there's a plan that we're not privileged to, and thank goodness we are not. But the Sussexes, they got this. So don't even worry about it. If anything is evidence of the influence of the Sussexes, let's just think about this month and this month alone. You have this incredible polo fundraising event, which they're trying to tear it down, right down to the price of his sunglasses. And then, of course, you have the 4x4, where you have someone who was a former editor of Vogue magazine UK critique the corner office, the corner of an office in someone's home. Let's go out into the world positive and optimistic, and let's not consume so much of this vitriol. And it's all good. Don't worry about it.